the wonderful flower of 7 colors. Jenny walked home carrying a bagel. Suddenly, a puppy came out, and it quietly followed Jenny to eat the bagel.
Why is the bagel getting lighter?
She looked back and found that the bagel was being eaten by a puppy.
Hey, why are you eating my food?
Jenny chased the puppy anxiously, trying to teach it a lesson. She kept chasing and could not catch up with the puppy and got lost. Oh, little one, why are you crying? Jenny told the old woman all about the bagel being eaten by the puppy. Don't cry, child. Look, this is a flower with 7 colors. It can help you. Now, I'll give this flower to you. Jenny looked at the flower of 7 colors. It had 7 petals of different colors: yellow, red, blue, green, orange, purple, and cyan. If you want a bagel, you can tear off a petal and throw it out. Say, fly, fly, I want a bagel. And then there will be a bagel for you. Jenny took the flower of 7 colors and thanked the old woman. She wanted to go home, but she didn't know which way to go. She tore off a yellow petal and threw it into the air.
Fly, fly! I want to bring bagels home!
Jenny handed the bagels to her mother. She went into the bedroom and wanted to arrange the flower of 7 colors in a beautiful ways. But accidentally, the vase fell to the floor and broke. Jenny, what did you break?
Nothing.
Jenny quickly tore off a red petal and threw it into the air.
Fly, fly! Recover the vase!
Before she finished, the fragments on the floor were put together. Jenny went to the yard to play. She saw some boys in the yard playing a game called Journey the North Pole.
Seems that the North Pole is very interesting. I want to go to the North Pole.
Jenny tore off a blue petal.
Fly, fly! I want to go to the North Pole.
Before she finished, a strong wind came. She was blown to the North Pole. Jenny was wearing summer clothes, so the ice-cold North Pole was too cold for her to stay.
Mom, it's so cold. Mom, come here.
Suddenly, a group of polar bears came out from behind an iceberg. Jenny was frightened as she tore off a green petal with her frozen fingers.
Fly, fly! Let me go home.
At this time, Jenny saw some little girls playing with toys, and she threw an orange petal into the air.
Fly, fly! I want to have a lot of toys.
Before she finished speaking, lots of toys came from all sides. Beautiful dolls came over in line. Big and small balls jumped and rolled, and building blocks, electronic keyboards, and robots came over as well. Various toys filled the entire yard.
Enough! No more toys.
But the toys kept coming, and they piled up all the way to the roof. Jenny quickly tore off a purple petal.
Fly, fly! Let the toys go back.
Jenny took a look at the flower of 7 colors.
I have 6 petals wasted. What should I do with the last petal? I must think it over. Should I ask for buy chocolate candies? Egg rolls? But I will get nothing after eating them. Should I ask for buy beautiful floral dresses? No, wait. Let me think again.
At this moment, a little boy using a cane to walk came over. Jenny liked this little boy very much.
Let's play hide and seek. But my foot hurts.
Jenny thought about it, and then she threw the last cyan petal into the air.
Fly, fly! Quickly, heal his foot!
Then they ran, jumped, and had a great time.
Snowman. Heavy snow fell from the sky. It kept falling. The tree branches were all bent down, fully covered with snow. Snow covered the ground, the roof, everything, like a thick white quilt. But by noon, the snow stopped.
Mommy!
My child, Mommy is going out to find a big carrot.
Before the mother rabbit finished speaking, the little rabbit grabbed onto her clothes.
Mommy, I want to go with you.
No, you can't. It's cold outside. Warm yourself by the fire at home.
Meanwhile, the mother rabbit added a few pieces of dry firewood into fire pit, and the fire flared up immediately.
No, I want to go. I don't want to stay at home alone.
Don't cry, my child. Let me think.
The mother rabbit touched little rabbit's head. She looked at the thick snow on the ground outside and came up with a good idea.
Mommy will make a snowman for you, so that you will have a partner to play with.
Great! Make a snowman.
The little rabbit wiped tears and laughed. The mother rabbit put down the basket and took the little rabbit out. Then they began to make the snowman. Shortly afterwards, a snowman was made. Chubby, smiling, he was so pretty. The mother rabbit swept away the snow around the snowman to make the clear place around him. The mother rabbit blew warm air towards her hands and rubbed them together.
So cold, child. Go back home to warm yourself by the fire first. Then you can come outside and play with the snowman later. I need to leave now.
The mother rabbit walked away carrying her basket, while the little rabbit went back to the cabin to warm herself. A lot of dry firewood was piled up near the fireplace, and the little rabbit added many of them to the fire. Then the fire flared up vigorously. The little rabbit felt warm by the fire. She yawned, climbed onto the sofa, and fell asleep soon. Outside the cabin, suddenly, the snowman blinked his eyes and began to move slowly. He stretched his arms and bent his legs, dancing and singing.
I'm so happy, so happy. Come on, little rabbit. Dance and sing with me. Dancing and singing together can warm us up with joy.
The snowman was happy at that moment. Suddenly, he saw smoke coming out of the window of the cabin. Moments later, he also saw some sparks.
Help! Help! The little rabbit's cabin is on fire.
What happened? The little rabbit added too much firewood to the fire. The fire burnt more and more ferociously, burning the dry firewood near the fire. However, the little rabbit was sleeping soundly and hadn't noticed at all.
Help! Help! The little rabbit is still inside. Help! Help!
Snowman only stood at the door for a while, but his hoof body was covered with the sweat. He was so worried about the little rabbit and didn't worry about himself. The snowman found the little rabbit and held her in his arms, then ran out of the cabin. At this point, the little rabbit was still sleeping. She opened her eyes and took a look at the snowman in a daze, then fell asleep again. The friends in the forest, the elephant, the bear, the hedgehogs, they all came to fight the fire after seeing the flames. The little monkey even drove a red fire truck to get there. After the fire was put out, the mother rabbit came back.
Child, wake up! Wake up!
The mother rabbit picked the little rabbit up.
The camping was on fire. Why are you lying here sleeping?
Didn't I go to sleep on the sofa? Why am I lying in the snow?
Oh, it suddenly occurred to her that it was the snowman that had saved her.
Snowman! Snowman!
The snowman had disappeared. He melted into water. The little rabbit and the mother rabbit were so sad. What a good snowman! He was melted into water, having saved the little rabbit. The sun came out and blew the hot air towards the ground. The pool of water from the snowman became steam, floating up lightly and slowly. When it floated into the sky, it turned it into a white cloud. This cloud looked exactly the same as the snowman had, and he waved to the little rabbit with a smile on his face. The Cute Bunnies. Mother Rabbit had 3 children, Dun Dun, Di Di, and Dian Dian.
Dears, I'm going to the field to harvest some carrots. You must stay at home and keep the door locked. Don't open the door for anyone except me.
After finishing speaking,
Mother Rabbit picked up the basket and left. The bunnies did what their mother said. They locked the door tightly. A moment later, the wolf arrived. He wanted to eat the rabbits for a snack. However, the door was locked. He could not get in. The wolf had to sit in front of the door, squinted, trying to figure out a way to get in. Suddenly, he saw a mother rabbit coming back, so he ran to a tree quickly and hid behind it. Mother Rabbit reached the door. When she pushed the door, she found it was locked tightly. So she knocked at the door and began to sing.
Lovely bunnies, open the door. Hurry up, I want to come in.
Hearing their mother's voice, the bunnies cried out, "Mom's home! Mom's home!
Mom's home!
They hastened to open the door for their mother and carried a basket for her. Wow! Mom had gotten so many carrots! Mother Rabbit kissed Dun Dun, Di Di, and Dian Dian and praised them for being good kids. What about the wolf? He hid behind the tree and learned the song their mother had been singing.
Well, I know what to do. I will come back tomorrow.
The next day, Mother Rabbit went to the forest to pick mushrooms. The bunnies locked the door tightly. A moment later, the wolf came over again. He knocked at the door first, then held his nose and sang,
Lovely, lovely bunnies, open, open the door. Hurry, hurry up, I want to come in.
"Mom's home! Mom's home.
Open the door for Mom. No! That was not Mother's voice.
It's
Not Mom. It's the
It's
wolf.
the wolf.
No, I won't open the door.
We will only open the door
When our mother comes back.
But I'm your mother.
We don't believe you. How about you show us your tail through the crack of the door?
All right. I'm going to show you my tail.
The bunny slightly opened the door and the wolf put his tail in. Look, it's a big furry tail.
One, two, three.
The bunnies closed the door immediately with all their strength. The wolf's tail was caught in the door.
It's so bad. Let go of me. Let me go.
Right at that moment, the mother rabbit came back. She put down her basket and picked up a stick and hit the wolf hard on his head. The wolf couldn't bear it anymore. He immediately put himself free with great effort, breaking his tail in two. The wolf flattened to the mountain with only a half of his tail between legs. Seeing this, Mother Rabbit breathed a sigh of relief. She chopped the stick and picked up the basket. Then she came to the door.
Lovely bunnies, open the door. Hurry up, I want to come in.
Hearing their mother's voice, they hastened to open the door for her and carried a basket for her. Wow! Mom picked so many mushrooms!孔融shared at Pears. Kong Rong was a writer in Eastern Han Dynasty. He was smart and thoughtful when he was a child. He had 5 older brothers and 1 younger brother. When Kong Rong was 4 years old, he could recite many poems.
Get to work at sunrise and rest at sunset. Dig a well to drink, plow a field to eat.
He was not only a good learner, but also had good manners. Everyone liked him very much. One day, the family ate pears. Their mother brought a plate of pears and asked 7 brothers to come and eat pears. Kong Rong liked to eat pears the most, although he wanted to eat them immediately. He refrained. He waited for his mother to share the pears. The 7 pears were glistening yellow and they looked delicious. But these pears are not the same size, Mom. How do you divide them? Their mother then realized that the pears she washed were all of different sizes. It seemed that none of the children wanted to get the smallest one. Their mother was bewildered. At this time, the children began to have a heated discussion.
I am the oldest, and I want to eat the biggest.
I'm the strongest. I want to eat the biggest.
I have the biggest appetite, and I want to eat the biggest.
However, Kong Rong did not speak. He was thinking about how to share the pears. Right at this moment, their father came back from the outside and happened to hear all of this. He stopped and sighed, shook his head, and walked into the house. Their mother was having a hard time figuring out how to divide these pears. The boys argued for a long time, but still didn't know how to share.
Kong, usually everyone praises you for your cleverness. Today, the task of sharing the pears is left to you.
Kong Rong, who was thinking, suddenly heard his father's words and quickly got up and said to his father,
Okay, father, I will think about it.
Kong Rong's brothers began to fidget. Too bad, I can't get the big pear. The youngest brother was also worried.
Oh man, I'm gonna get the smallest.
Their father standing aside was also wondering.
How would Kong share these pears?
Kong Rong thought for a while and then got an idea. Children, can you guess how Kong Rong would share these pears? He didn't pick up the good ones or big ones, but took out the smallest one for himself and gave the rest of the pears to his older and younger brothers. Their father stroked his bird with pleasure.
There's so many pears. Why do you take the smallest?
I am younger, so I should take the smallest and let my older brothers eat the bigger one.
You have a younger brother. He is younger than you.
I am older than him. I am his older brother, so I should leave the bigger one to my little brother.
See how well Kong Rong thinks.
Wow, what a good boy.
The Hu family applaud Kong Rong. Kong Rong is a really good boy with good manners.
Sima Guang and the water tank. Once upon a time, there was a child named Sima Guang. He liked reading books. One day, when he was reading under a tree, a few children came to ask him to play hide and seek. One of the children covered his eyes with a handkerchief, and the others hid themselves quickly.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Some hide behind the flowers, some behind the trees, and some on the rocks. When everyone was done hiding, the child looking removed the handkerchief and began to look for the others.
Hey, there you are! Hey, Sima Guang, there you are!
You are awesome!
They were playing happily when they suddenly heard a boom sound.
Help!
Oh no! A child fell into the water tank.
Help me!
There was a water tank and the rocks.
Help! 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 Help me!
This water tank was very big. The children had to stand on their tiptoes to see inside. The tank was full of water. The children were scared.
Help! We need to act quickly and save him, or he'll drown. Help!
But we are short and weak, and we cannot even see the inside of the water tank. Go find an adult! We are running out of time. What shall we do? Unlike the other children, Sima Guang didn't cry or run. He stood in front of the water tank and thought for a while.
I have an idea.
Sima Guang ran into the yard and looked for something. He picked up many stones but threw each away. He was running and sweating anxiously.
Help! 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 Help me!
Finally, Sima Guang found the stone he needed. But what was he going to do with it?
Yes, I can save him this way. Help!
Sima Guang ran back, picked up the stone and threw it hard at the water tank. There was a cracking sound. The water tank was broken. There was a big hole on the side. Water flowed from the hole and ran out quickly. Now we know that Sima Guang was looking for stones to hit the water tank. The child who fell into the water tank was finally saved and returned to his parents safe and sound by the children. Don't be naughty and climb into such a dangerous place next time.
Child, this time you were saved by Sima Guang. You should learn from him in the future.
Okay.
The story of Sima Guang and the water tank would spread gradually. Everyone said that Sima Guang was a clever and brave boy.